Hello everyone, welcome back. Another episode of Rad Power Bikes. I got another email. I do subscribe to their newsletter, and I'm a little surprised to see this news come out, especially at the end of the year before even Christmas is over. Today is December 23rd. It's Monday, December 23rd, 2019, and I got this email. It's their new models. Well, they're introducing one new model and updating other models. So let's take a look at it, shall we? Okay. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. I talk a lot about electric bikes and more specifically Rad power bikes because I own three Rad power bikes. I own a RadRover. I own the Rad Mini 2018 model RadRover, 2018 model Rad Mini, and then a 2019 model Rad Mini Step-Thru. So anyways, so what I have here is the web page for the Rad Power Bikes. And so new models and updated models. And I was surprised. Usually you don't see this until maybe around January or February, where they're actually going to be releasing, the bikes. But this is very early, so but I wasn't quite surprised, mainly because if you've seen some of my previous episodes, when they had the Black Friday, Cyber Monday special, I did notice that they weren't going to restock the Rad Power Bikes. So that told me that right away that they were most likely going to either update the bikes or introduce a new bike. Mostly update the bikes, but I didn't know they were going to introduce a new bike. So you probably want to subscribe, hit the notification bell. I also kind of let everyone know how to get great deals on gift card hacks on Rad Power Bikes or whatever new things that are coming up with Rad Power Bikes. Anything to get you on an electric bike at a lower cost and at the expense of Rad Power Bikes. Have them pay you to get you on a bike. So anyways, let's get into it, shall we? And oh yeah, for all the returning visitors, thank you for coming back. Hope you enjoy this episode. All right, let's take a look. First of all, when I look at this picture, I notice that there's a number 4 here. I don't know what that means. First, I don't know if you see that right here, where my cursor is. I'm wondering if that's like they're trying to label it as a class 4 electric bike. Probably not. I think that number 4 means the 4th iteration of that bike. So, but I'm just looking at pictures. All right, I'm not sure. I doubt it's a class 4 bike. That would make it like a motorcycle. But I think that means iteration, the 4th iteration. So, but I just caught that. It'd be nice if it was a class 4 electric bike. That would essentially make it a motorcycle. All right, so let's go down here. Sorry for the tease. All right, all new models. All new models. They only have one new model, and I don't know. I don't know if they're watching. Maybe they're watching my videos, but I did a little funny video where I took the 20-inch wheels from the Rad Mini and put it onto the RadRover. Anyways, check out that video. It's fun to watch. All right, let's get started here. So they got the RadRover Step-Thru 1. I guess their first iteration. So let's take a look at it. Here's what they're doing. It looks like they're taking pre-orders. Start early January. This is the first time I've seen Rad Power Bike take pre-orders, or not really. They've taken pre-orders, but it's so early. It's so early. I guess they're very excited to get this out. There's a lot of electric bike companies out there, grabbing your attention, trying to get you to buy their electric bike. So I think they're catching on. They gotta, when they have these in the planning, and they know they're gonna let it out, they probably want other people to know about it so they can do the pre-order. Anything to take your money in advance takes away from the competitors. So the RadRover Step-Thru 1. All right. Okay, typically a Step-Thru. It looks like the Rad Mini Step-Thru. in a RadRover frame for the most part, RadRover size. What I like is they're including fenders. So they're including the fenders. So I think that's great for the same, price of $14.99. So I think they're starting to catch on. Customers and consumers want more value, and that means include the fenders, include the stuff that, people want, and they're probably going to drive. Hopefully, they'll drive sales up for them. Let's see what else. New headlight. I guess a lot of people want brighter headlights, and so integrated headlights. Of course, they'll come with a tail light, of course, and then the batteries up in the front. It looks like they got a new design for their logo on the batteries, but it looks like the same battery, so it's probably backwards compatible all the way to 2018 models. Streamlined throttle design. It looks like they got two colors, black and white, or pearl and the black swan. I can't see the throttle here, but I'm guessing that it's probably a less bulkier. Maybe it doesn't have that push button where you disengage the throttle, I'm thinking. All right, so let's look at the updated models. So the RadRover 5, the fifth iteration of the RadRover, and again comes with fenders. There's really not much other than the headlights, fenders that they're adding. Comes with the rear light that's from the previous 2019 models, and looks like integrated streamlined design on their throttle and new finish and decals. So kind of new design, new finish, paint. Okay, so pretty much the same thing. 750 watt motor. I don't know if it's a real 750 watt motor or a labeled 750 watt motor. We'll have to see. So nothing new about that, but I did notice that, well, I could kind of see the throttle right here, but it's kind of hard to see, So, but I did notice that there's no option for a white here. They usually show the color option, so they've streamlined the color. They've streamlined kind of like the offering. So and again, $14.99. I'm glad they're able to keep the same price and just add more to the bike. I think everyone expects full fenders now, so that's good that they're offering it. And the Rad Mini 4, the fourth iteration, same thing, fenders included, thank goodness, integrated taillights, new light, and then the new streamlined throttle. So nothing really advanced or new here. Hopefully they've redesigned the controller to give more power. Oh, the tires. I forgot to mention the tires. Okay, so the Rad Minis, the 20-inch tires, they have a different tire. It looks not like a knobby tire, but not a slick tire. I still hope they have slick tires. I like the slick tires for the Rad Mini Step-Thru. I like the knobby tires, to be honest with you, on my Rad Mini. But it looks like the Rad Runner style tires. So I don't know if that's another quote-unquote value innovation that they're talking about, where they're working with Kenda and they're just ordering, a batch of these and at a certain profile and just running them through. I'm not really sure on that. And then the Rad Mini Step-Thru, my favorite. Okay, so the Rad Mini Step-Thru, I have the 2018 model, and their first iteration I think was pretty good. A little bit on the short side, but that's it is a step-through model, and my original reason for buying the Rad Mini Step-Thru was because it's a step-through, and I was hoping it would be smaller because it was a family bike. It was a bike for the rest of my family can use, because when I purchased the RadRover and I purchased the Rad Mini, my wife and my oldest had a hard time. My oldest daughter had a hard time, and my wife had a hard time mounting onto the bike. So with the Step-Thru, it's really easy, and they actually have to lift the seat up because the difference between the Mini, the Mini Step-Thru, the Rad Mini Step-Thru, and the Rad Mini here is the seat post. It's about 4 inches smaller than the 2018 model. I think on this one it looks like they're making it the same. So the Rad Mini may be able to it may be easier to mount on this one. Oh, I forgot to mention that okay, they did change the tires and they updated the handlebar. They updated the handlebars here, as you see. It says they updated the handlebars. I forgot to mention that. But other than that, let me take a look at the handlebars on the Rad Mini. Oh, I don't know well, it looks like they got this neck coming out right here. Let's see if I could see it on the side. No, I think that, well, I'm not sure what they upgraded. Maybe this little portion right here. The handlebar looks the same, but maybe you're able to, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell with these little pictures of what exactly what they upgraded on the handlebars. But it says right here, updated handlebars for added comfort. Not sure exactly what they're talking about, but it does look like the stem is shorter. Pretty much the same. So the Rad Mini Step-Thru, second generation, second iteration, it looks pretty much the same. It is probably a short bike, and the reason why I got it was so the rest of my family who are shorter than I am, okay, can use this bike, and they have used it. We've gone on community events. I'm pulling the Rewrite Copilot on the Rad Mini, and then my oldest or my wife is riding the Rad Mini Step-Thru, and we're going there as a family as much as we can, and we're avoiding traffic, we're avoiding parking, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I recently went to I think I don't have the video out for it, but I have a Christmas light ceremony that we went to riding the Rad Mini and the Step-Thru. It was fun. All right, so those are updated bikes, and this is the last updated bike, the RadCity, fourth generation, the fourth iteration, and again, only one color. Looks like only one color. They're not showing another color. So I've just ridden the RadCity when they had their little tour when the Rad Power Bikes was going around. I'm not really a fan of the direct drive here. It, in my opinion, if when I was riding it, um, you can't go beyond a certain speed before it starts causing drag, and the faster you try to go, it feels like one of those workout cycle machines that you see at the fitness center or at a gym, where you're riding, and then when it gets to a harder level, you feel the resistance as you pedal. That's what it feels like when you're riding this bike. But it looks like they have, let me see, new this year, the RadCity comes in a single 18.5-inch frame. That makes sense because if you're either going to buy the RadCity at this height, usually for men who are taller, and then you're going to go, then anybody else who has that issue of mounting on a bike would go through the RadCity Step-Thru. So it makes no sense for them to have a 16-inch frame anymore. But with that, it looks like it is a new design, quote unquote new design, new frame design. It does look a little different. It looks a little thinner too. It may be even lighter. Who knows? This is new here. Mount on frame wheel lock. I don't know where that mount on frame wheel lock is. My guess is maybe it's around here. There could be a wheel lock here, or maybe back here on the other side where the disc is. So maybe on that side. Where else could it be? It could be around here, anywhere to lock the wheel up. Maybe around here there's some kind of frame mount, but I'm thinking like right around here probably is the most likely scenario, and maybe or back here on the back side on the other side. It doesn't show it here, but I don't know where it is, but I'm just guessing right now. Handlebar looks like updated handlebar for added comfort. It looks like just a swept back handlebar, slightly swept back. It looks that way. And again, throttle design. It originally came with the fenders and also the rear rack. So, and then same price, same price. Pre-order early January. They're really getting the news out there. They're hyping it up, I guess. And then the RadCity Step-Thru, third generation. And of course, what else? Updated handlebars. I'm not sure what the update on the handlebars is. Okay, so this one that comes in two colors, black or white, pearl or black swan. I don't see the angles. I don't know what it could be that the new handlebars is. They probably have a different vendor who supplied them a lower price for the handlebars. Is probably most likely what's happening. So frame mount, mounts on the frame for a wheel lock. Again, I think it's around here, my opinion. Headlights, new decal and finish. Okay, updated, slightly updated. Now we're going to the returning models, and I think the returning models, the way they have it like this, my personal opinion is they weren't really big sellers. My personal opinion, okay? They weren't big sellers, huge sellers, okay? I think the RadRover, the Rad Mini, and the Rad Mini Step-Thru were probably the biggest sellers that they have. They probably sold a lot of those, and then maybe the RadCity and the Rad Wagon and the Rad Runner were probably not big sellers in my opinion. That's why they made no updates to these bikes. Of course, Rad Runner was introduced well, 6 months ago, so I don't think they need to update it. Let me see, two colors, yeah. So nothing new about this bike. And the Rad Wagon is really a good utility bike. Let me see, they got two colors. Yeah, these are the two colors. It's a good utility bike, but I wouldn't. I'm not in the market for a cargo bike. So, anyways, that's gonna wrap up this episode. Hope you all enjoyed it. They got one new model, a few updated iterations of previous models, and then two, the Rad Runner and the Rad Wagon, just the same old, because probably they were most likely not big sellers, so there's nothing to kind of upgrade it. It's just fine the way it is. There's no reason to change it. So anyways, if you like this episode, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, everyone, bye bye.